Okay, so for this challenge, all we're going to want to do is get our ball into the hole with the fewest shots possible. What you're going to want to do is take your tee shot and make sure you go through the 500 point target that's in front of you. I chose to go with the one on the right because I figured it would line up for a better second shot. So for your second shot here, what you're going to want to do is shape your shot so that you're able to hit all three targets. If you want, just to be on the safe side, after you take your shot, you can activate the remote control ball to make sure that not only do you go through all three targets, but you don't go over the cliff afterwards. So it's not too bad. You can also use your jump boost to get through that last 500 point target. It's pretty easy. I'm sure there's a way that you can get to the hole a little sooner than I did, because I only walked away with one star. I ended up getting a birdie. For this second shot, I decided to go with the 500 point target. Just aimed right at the pin, used my sticky boost. But if you wanted to, again, you could shape your shot, go for the 800 or 900 point target, and do the same idea. If you can't exactly reach the pin to stick your shot, then just give it some boost, and as your ball's rolling close to the pin, just activate the sticky boost then. But either way, it's an easy star, 2 stars, 3 stars, however you approach it. Alright, for this challenge we have 10 shots and we are going to want to land them on some point targets. In order to reach the targets, you're going to have to try and shape your shot and aim for the 300 point target. It'll take a bit of practice just to get the right shot, but what I did was I aimed for like the left side kind of center of the 300 point target. The first shot here was kind of just trial and error to see how much spin I needed. So what I ended up doing was, again, aimed for center left of the target roughly, and I gave it about 18 rotations of backspin, and also aimed it a bit to the bottom right, and doing that allowed me to land towards the top of the target, so you don't get much points for accuracy, but you still get the 300 points. So if you do that for 7 of the 10 shots, and then you can use the sticky boost for your remaining 3. I walked away with 2 stars on this one, and I missed a couple of shots, so there is some forgiveness. In order to get the 3 stars, you would either have to hit the 300 point target every time for all 10 shots, or try and make your way over to the 400 and 500 point targets, which I was not able to reach. But as long as you do what I do here, aim for center-ish of the 300 point target, and about 18 rotations of backspin, and then your sticky boost for your remaining shots, you will still get an easy 2 stars, even if you miss a couple. Alright, so we got another fairly easy challenge here. We got 6 shots to try and chip our ball into the hole. I don't really have any concrete advice for this one, just kind of practice, trial and error, figure out where you should be aiming the ball, how much spin do you use, that kind of thing. Every shot you take, the position for the next shot changes. I only managed to sink a couple of shots here, so I only got 1 star. Depending on your skill level, that'll determine how many stars you end up getting on this one. If you can sink them consecutively, then obviously your point multiplier is going to keep going up, which is going to make it a lot easier to get the full 3 stars. So yeah, just practice it a couple of times, figure out the lines, what works, what doesn't, play around with the spin, and you shouldn't have too much issues. Okay, so in this challenge we are introduced with another new boost. This one is called the Anchor Boost, and what it does is kind of like the sticky boost in a sense. Whenever you use it, the ball kind of stops whatever direction it's going in and just drops right down and sticks. So for this challenge, all we're going to want to do is aim our shots for the top of these point targets, and just as the ball is ready to go through, you have to make sure your timing's right. You will activate your anchor boost and you will go down each target until you hit the ground. So all you got to do is do it for all 3 sections of targets and you will get an easy 3 stars. Alright, so for this challenge, all we're going to want to do is get our ball into the hole with the few shots possible while trying to avoid these bouncy pads. All I did was aimed right at the pin, took my shot, and used my sticky boost to make sure that I landed as close to the pin as possible, which made for a very easy putt for birdie and an easy 2 stars. From what I can tell, the only way you're getting 3 stars on this one is if you are able to drain a hole-in-one. But we don't need 3 stars for every challenge, so 2 stars is pretty good. Just do what I did, and the 2 stars are yours. Okay, so for this challenge, all we're going to want to do is shoot our ball onto these targets. We have 8 shots, and what we're going to want to do is land them all on the 500-point target. My first shot here, like many others, was just trial and error to see how much spin I needed, where to aim the ball, and what I ended up doing was aiming just before the target and giving about 15 to 18 rotations of backspin. And doing this will land you on the target every time. Since we have 8 shots, that means we're gonna have to do 5 of them with spin, and then for the final 3 shots you can just use your sticky boost. Doing this, as long as you hit the target every time, will give you a pretty easy 3 stars. So just remember to aim just before the target, give about 15 to 18 rotations of backspin, and you will land on the target every time.